The iPhone 16 Pro Max is being pushed further with a possible optical 10x zoom and 2 other new camera upgrades. Let me tell you all the details that we know about this, and of course I also want to share with you the latest on the iPhone 16 Pro Max release date and price. So it's early December now, and it's 1 month until we hit 2024, and in that year we will see the new iPhone 16, the 16 Plus, 16 Pro, 16 Pro Max, and even the possibility of an iPhone Ultra Model 2. Today, I want to talk to you about 3 big camera upgrades, and 2 of them are going to be for the iPhone 16 Pro as well. But first of all, I want to talk about one upgrade that is coming to the iPhone 16 Pro Max, and it looks like we're going to get a 10x optical zoom as the first upgrade that is coming. So rumours have been bouncing around since the summer of 2023 that the iPhone 16 Pro Max could be in fact getting a 300mm focal lens. Right now the iPhone 15 Pro Max has a 150mm focal lens, what gives us our 5x zoom. So you guessed it, if we double this up to 300mm, this could result in a 10x zoom capability for the iPhone 15 Pro Max with its new Tetra Prism technology. We have even had reports to support this, as you can see right here, where Apple are looking to use reference molded glass technology, what is normally used on lenses for 300mm and beyond. And this would be amazing for the new iPhone 16 Pro Max to get this. But what about the iPhone 16 Pro, you may say? It needs some love with some zoom technology too. Well, for upgrade number 2, it does look like it's going to be getting some love. It looks like it will be getting a 5x optical zoom for this. Looking right here, you can see from the elec and also from Ming Chi Kuo, you can see here that they both confirm that the iPhone 16 Pro needs to get some zoom love this time round. We only got a normal 3x zoom, the same as an iPhone 13 Pro and the 14 Pro, but it does look like we'll be getting a 5x zoom, and more likely that this 5x zoom will probably take better photos and videos than the 5x zoom that we have even with the iPhone 15 Pro Max right now. Then for upgrade number 3, and this is for all of the Pro models this time, it looks like that the actual ultra wide sensor is going to be getting some love this time with a 48 megapixel sensor crammed inside of it. We've had reports telling us that both these models, the 16 Pro and the 16 Pro Max, are going to get a 48 megapixel ultra wide sensor, and it will work very similar to the 48 megapixel normal wide sensor we have right now in the normal Pro models. So this pixel binning technology of 24 megapixels will give even more crisper photos. And if you didn't know what the ultra wide sensor is, it's the one on your camera that gives you that 0.5 zoom. For my thoughts, personally, I did actually believe that for the iPhone 15 Pro Max that 5x optical zoom was kind of a taster of zoom technology, and I thought Apple had more up its sleeve. So I am really glad that Apple are pushing this out now, and they'll be competitive with like the likes of, say, Huawei and also Samsung with their zoom capabilities on their lenses. I do also wish that the iPhone 16 Pro, for example, at least had, say, a 7x zoom, you know, but to get last year's technology or this year's technology put inside of it, it's better than nothing. But, you know, for it to have the same sort of 10x zoom or even, say, a 7 or 8x zoom, that would have been cool to have that in the Pro model, in my own personal opinion. But like I said, it's better than the 3x zoom that we have right now. And with that, before I continue on, now is a good time more than ever to mention that all leaks and reports that you see here are not 100% proof that they will come true with the new iPhone. I can only present you what reports or information and renders that are out there. So basically, the renders that are being created here are based off those sort of leaks and reports that you are seeing out there. So the final iPhone may not look like this. However, if you are still watching this video, then you're as curious as I am in knowing what is being said about the next iPhone anyway. So just before I talk about the release date for the iPhone 16 models, what I want to talk to you about quickly is the giveaway we're having on this channel, and it is for this. It's for an iPhone 15 Pro Max, and I'm going to be giving this away to one lucky subscriber in the last week of December, so between December 25th and December 31st. And this iPhone could make your year for 2024 in this international giveaway that I'm doing on this channel right now. And all you need to do to enter into it is you just need to tell me what technology gear you're planning to get in 2024. Put it down into the comments below. soon. And also at the same time, if you're brand new here, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell, because I'll be doing a live stream in that last week of December, and you won't want to miss out if you're going to see if you are the winner of this iPhone 15 Pro Max. Now, I just also want to quickly say, guys, sadly, there are still lots of scammers and spammers out there. A lot of people impersonating myself. Please make sure that you ignore them, or better, please do report them, like you can see right here. And with that, let's now talk about the release date for the iPhone 16 models. Now, for release date, as it's so early, we cannot fully predict the exact date of when it will be for the iPhone 16 Ultra. However, one thing we can be sure of, just like the iPhone 15, where we actually had the Wonderless event actually happening in September time, it is most likely it's going to be exactly the same for the iPhone 16, just like it was for the iPhone 14, the 13 and the 12 as well. Normally all of these events happen around September time unless something really big is happening in the world to prevent it from happening, just like in 2020 with COVID-19. But without this then, generally speaking, Apple like to do their event around about mid-September time, or the earlier sort of mid-September time, and then normally release their sort of iPhones around about 10 days later. So at the moment, predict that it'll probably be around about sort of mid-September, and then probably a week later, so in the early sort of 20s of the sort of September time, that you'll be able to get your hands on the brand new iPhone 16 models. But of course, as we get even closer to the actual release date, I'm sure more details will come in of the actual date of when it's going to be happening, and of course I will let you know when the exact date is going to be. Now, next of all, guys, I want to talk to you about prices, and I've talked about this a little bit before in some of my previous videos. Now, the iPhone 15 Pro Max and the iPhone 15 Pro essentially was the same price as the 14 Pro Max and the 14 Pro if you got the 256GB model and the 128GB model, and it's the same for the 13, same for the 12, and so on. Basically, Apple have kept the price the same in US dollars all of the time. Now, in other countries, you know, depending on your currency's weight to the US dollars and import taxes and other taxes too, the price might be more, it might be less. But it does look like I'm going to say that Apple, for the first time in US dollars, are probably going to be increasing the price, and this will reflect the market all across the world. Very, very likely. And to be honest, like I said, guys, it's been the first time probably that they've increased their prices in years. If not for like the Pro Max model, it's probably going to be actually the first time we've actually ever seen a price increase ever since we got, like, for example, the iPhone XS Max when that first came out as the larger iPhone, all the way up to this model here. Essentially, the prices haven't actually increased in what you're getting. So for them to increase it for the first time, it is a first, and I think we're just going to have to get used to it, because at the end of the day, the way the world is right now, it's just the way things are. But that's enough of the price there. And with that, guys, it's also time to wrap up the video. So if you have enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button. Also, if you want to hear the latest Apple news, reviews and technologies, also make sure you subscribe to this channel and also hit that notification bell. Until next time, guys, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye bye.